Good morning, Vienna. Oh wait, no, that's the
Wrong country.
Good morning, everybody. Homie Picks coming live. We are actually down a member. He is currently tied up at the moment. So we will talk to Lou next week. So he has a 1 week off. So he's on his bye week right now.
He had a tough week.
Yeah, like unlike the bye week that the Titans and them got or New
Or
England
Cam.
or Cam. Right now is a current bye week right now that Lou got, so we'll check on him next week. We actually had a fairly decent week. Well, me and you did.
Sorry, Lou.
Because of that Bengals pick, we actually um, went down to 5 games because that was a push. So out of that, we both were 3-5. Lou was 2-5. Um, none of us. We all thought Baltimore would show up, but Kansas City showed out. So
No, I think we all picked KC, didn't
we did pick KC, but we didn't think it was gonna beat their ass like that.
we? No, not like that. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be closer for sure.
But we had some good picks. KC, Seattle. Certain games where they pick good. But
I lost to Seattle. Killed me though.
You did,
Because
but
Dallas didn't cover for me.
you made up with another picks. For when you missed up on one, you made up with others. So that worked out.
How we're doing overall so far?
Overall, we are at first.
Just remember, guys, bettors only need at least half of their bets to hit. If you get half, you're considered pro level.
For anybody who is keeping count, we are doing fairly good with our entertainment betting picks.
Yes, for entertainment purposes,
Exactly.
we're doing pretty good. We're hitting at least 500. That's the goal. That's the
overall.
goal.
Now, whatever you do after that is on you, but
Don't
we
bet the mortgage.
we trying. I'll lend you some Monopoly money over here.
Exactly. What we trying to do is pick the ones we think will hit, so you guys can get something out of this, some more entertainment value out of this.
And this week is no different than any other week. We got 5 more entertainment things we got for you.
Yes, sir.
Coming up with the first spot, we got the 1:00 game, Cleveland at Dallas. Dallas at the moment is a 3.5-point favorite. So
Actually,
Ben, what you thinking?
4.5.
Right now it's 4.5 as of now. Oh, okay.
Dallas is 4.5 favorite.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Actually the line went down because originally I believe it was 5.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you got?
I would have to take Dallas on this one. Dallas, I believe, is the number one offense right now. They've played fairly good teams. They played Seattle. Who else they played? Atlanta doesn't count. They played LA. They lost to LA. What was interception call, right? So
Yeah,
it's been close games. They can definitely put up points. On the other hand, Cleveland, they beat Cincinnati. Rookie quarterback, horrible offense. Who else? They just haven't beaten anybody with quality. So I'm going Dallas. I think Dallas can easily cover this one.
Yeah, it don't matter if it's 3.5, 5.5, 6.5. I think Dallas is going to get this one. I just don't really have much faith in Cleveland, and I said that last week, and I don't know. They're kind of interesting, but at the same time, like you said, they really haven't beat anybody of
Right.
significance. They had a really close game against Joe Burrow and the Bengals, and
It was much closer than it should have been because
way much
the O-line for the Bengals is horrible.
Yeah, I
And
feel
to
bad
be
for
that
Joe.
close,
Yeah, I feel pretty bad for Joe.
Yeah,
but
he's good though. I must say, Joe
yeah,
Burrow. You Cleveland fans, you guys got a quarterback.
yeah,
I mean,
y'all,
I'm sorry, not Cleveland fans. Cincinnati fans.
Cincinnati, yeah, y'all got a quarterback. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's the player.
Baker Mayfield is iffy at times, but
See, Baker Mayfield, he's a game manager. Or at least that's how they should play him. He's not your superstar quarterback that's gonna win you the game. He's a game manager. If Cleveland was to win this game over Dallas, it has to be ball control. They have to run it. They have two stud running backs. They would have to just, clock possession, run it. That's the only way I see them beating Dallas. That's why I don't think they can keep up. Dallas, too much high scores. I don't think they can do it.
yeah, Dallas. I think Dallas's offense is gonna put on a show. They've been scoring in bunches. Their defense has been the problem, and that's the only reason why they've as many tight games as they've won. It's also come at the cost of high scores for the offense. So
Right.
if Beckham and them can get hot, then it can make it interesting. But I still see Dallas covering their spread though.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
so and that brings us to our second, which is Minnesota at Houston. Currently, Houston is a 3.5-point favorite. Don't know how that is, but I don't know.
Yeah, we're picking this game because both of these teams are horrible. Yeah, the
It's a
games
pity
are
pick.
it's slim pickings this week with the games. You want to take this one first, or
Yeah, man. I'm tired of picking Houston to cover things and blowing it. Um, I'm just going to flat out say they're not. I don't. But hell, this is actually the most. This is actually a very interesting pick because you lose Stephon Diggs on Minnesota and you lose DeAndre Hopkins on Houston. So it's really the battle of who the hell is throwing the who on
yeah,
this. You got Fuller still on Houston. You got Thielen still on Minnesota. But, I mean, you got inept offenses on both sides. But
yeah,
the only thing it always comes down to Watson. Like, he's the better
yeah,
quarterback.
yeah.
But
He's the factor for sure.
he's the factor, and both defenses haven't played to their potential.
No.
So it's really a pick 'em. 3.5 Houston. Honestly, I think Minnesota's going to cover. If anything,
So you
it'll
think
be
it's gonna be a 3-point game, huh?
it'll be like within a field goal. So I think Minnesota's going to cover.
Yeah, this one is tough for me too. I'm gonna I'm gonna take Houston. I think Houston will cover. They've also had terrible matchups. I mean, they played Baltimore, they played the Chiefs. Um, who was the last game they played? Then they lost to. I can't even remember.
Oh, it wasn't your Colts. It was
No, I forgot.
I forgot what they played last week, but yeah, it
It just was the Steelers.
mm,
They played the Steelers. The Steelers, yeah. I thought it was going to be a closer game with the Steelers. The Steelers pulled away, but they need a win. I think I think they just do. I think Minnesota's line hasn't been protecting Cousins, and when you put pressure on Cousins, he's not the same quarterback. He's also like a game manager, kind of like Baker.
mhm.
I'm gonna take the more dynamic quarterback on this one. I'll take Houston. I think they'll cover the 3.5.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, I can easily see it that way also. Um, I can see it like that also. Um, so next up, you got Seattle at Miami. So Seattle's coming cross country.
Cross country.
Seattle is a 5-point favorite in this game as well, as they were last week against Dallas. So Ben, what you got?
It's a 1 o'clock game. Seattle cross country flight. Tough couple of last games. I'm gonna take the points on this one. I think I'll take Miami with the points. I think Miami covers. I think Seattle wins, but it won't be more than a field goal. I think the travel is gonna be a lot. Miami does have a decent defense. They're starting to play a little better. Fitzpatrick can move the ball on teams. Yeah, I think I'll go Miami win this one with the points.
Yeah, I'm actually in the same way too. I think the early start time
Yeah,
for a West Coast team is difficult. Um, I mean, but at the same time, if you have a better team, that doesn't also matter because you saw what San Francisco did to mediocre teams. Well,
right.
mediocre is giving them too much glory. The Jets and the Giants are just straight trash, and they demolished them on both 1 o'clock games on the East Coast. So, I mean,
Yeah,
but I think Miami's a better team than both of those teams combined. So, and Miami's coming up a win. Um, they have a nice little decent squad. I mean, they're not winning the Super Bowl anytime soon,
yeah,
but I think their defense. I remember last year when they played against the Patriots. They beat them. So they have potential to shot teams or play strong towards the end. So I think Miami can cover that 5 points. So I'll take the same thing on the
yeah.
points.
So we're in agreement with that one. Yeah, I see it too. I think Seattle wins, but I just don't see them
Mm-hmm.
blowing them out. It's
Yeah,
just too difficult. I know Russ is cooking right now, but the
yeah,
travel, Miami. I think Miami had extra day because they came off the Thursday game.
yep.
Yeah, I think it'll be closer than people might think. So yeah, I'll take the points.
Yeah, I see that too. But we might not be the same on the next one, which is Buffalo at Las Vegas.
Ooh.
Uh, Currently, Buffalo the 3-point favorite. Um, that's gonna be a tough one. I know last week I definitely did not believe in Buffalo when they went against the Rams. Um, but that was at Buffalo this time in Vegas. Vegas is playing pretty good at home. Um, but I still think Buffalo is a better team. So 3-point favorite for Buffalo in Vegas. You know what?
Taking a chance.
I don't know.
You don't
Still,
believe in Buffalo yet? Going Vegas?
I'm still not on the Buffalo Trail, man.
All right.
Still not on the Buffalo Trail, so I'm gonna have to lean towards Vegas with points in this one.
I have to go with Buffalo on this one. I think they have the better defense. They are playing in Vegas. You're right about that. There's some travel. They did play better at home. Vegas did, but I think the biggest difference right now with Buffalo is Josh Allen. Like
Yeah.
he has improved dramatically, and I think the addition of Diggs has just opened up another dimension for them. I can easily see this becoming a blowout. I think I'm gonna go with Buffalo with this one.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. I might be right. I might be wrong. Who knows?
That's the fun of entertainment.
This is what you came for. This is not what you hear. But
Sometimes you gotta take that chance, right?
and for the last one, and I'm glad that we have this one. We're not going to talk about Sunday and Monday because I think we can pretty much figure those ones out.
Yeah.
We're going to go with one of your teams.
Yes.
Not one of, but your team.
My team.
Indy at the Bears. Indy is the favorite, though.
Yes.
It's only a short trip for them, so
Short trip.
you want to go last one for your team, or you want to go first for your team?
I'll go first for my team.
All right.
I'm gonna be a little bit of a homer on this one. I am gonna take Indy on this one. I 2.5. I think they will cover. I don't see Chicago upsetting them. I know Chicago has Foles going. They have a decent defense, but I think Indy has a good defense right now. I think we're number one overall on defense. I think we can slow them down. Yeah, I don't. I think this is. I know Indy hasn't really been anybody. I mean, we beat Minnesota, and we beat the Jets, and we lost to Jacksonville. Who knows there? But yeah, I don't know. I Chicago just I don't trust Chicago at all. Trubisky, I'm glad they got rid of him because he was just he was trash. I'm sorry. They have to admit it. It was a bad pick.
Most Chicago
they
fans feel the
overreached.
same way.
They overreached. They thought he was going to be better for some reason. I don't know why. They should have started with Foles in the season, but they didn't. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't trust it. Foles as a starter has never been the best at it. He's always just been good at coming off the bench and taking over, like when in an emergency for some reason. But when he's had the starting role, he's never really stepped up to it. So the only time he played well was in Philly, and that was a long time ago with what was it, Kelly. So I don't know.
Chip.
With Chip Kelly. So I don't know. I don't buy them. I think Indy wins this one. I think they should win it easy.
Man, we're gonna have a lot of separation then, man. We have some different picks.
Okay.
I'm also picking Chicago. I'm picking Chicago.
Wow.
I'm picking Chicago.
All right.
I think if anything, if Foles, because this basically last week was practice for him. If Foles and Allen Robinson get together, it's going to be a nice party. Chicago has a nice running game at times, but yeah, you have a good defense, so it's going to be really good to see your defense against Chicago. Foles is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, so like we have. I mean, but so does Eli. He has 2 rings.
So was Trent Dilfer.
So hey, that was Baltimore. Damn it, you give him respect.
I'm sorry, he wasn't the most dynamic quarterback. He's a manager.
Sure, he has 2
He'll
rings.
admit it himself.
He has 2 rings. He also had it from Tampa.
But he'll admit it, though. He was just a game manager. Sometimes that's all you need.
Trent, yeah, you're right. I mean, Trent, like Eli, you get lucky sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I think Foles, he might have, especially as at home. So at least he, last week was at a home game also. So he has, familiarity with the field, so he knows what to do there. I mean, it's always tough to pick Chicago because I still think of them as the trash-ass Bears, but we'll see what happens on this one. So there you go. Me and Ben really agree on was the Dallas.
Hey, we'll find out now.
I mean, we're going to find out by next week. Shouts to Lou again. We'll see him next week on another one. Check out our finals prediction, which we all looking really bad on right now. Miami is falling apart, but every game they're falling apart. But hey, we got more content coming through. We'll see y'all next week. Enjoy and salute.
Enjoy.